Hey everybody, this is Brad with American Capital, and I'm going to show you, using Excel, how to calculate a mortgage payment and even your amortization schedule. And now this is for the true nerds among us, but a lot of us do have Excel, and it's interesting. It looks from our research like a lot of people really want to know how to use mortgage calculators or finance calculators. And if you don't have a finance calculator but you have Excel, I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to try to do this real quick. You may have to watch this a couple times. I may have to break it into parts, but I'm going to do my best. First of all, just choose any cell you want. And first thing we want to do is show the principal and interest payment, okay? And so we're just going to label that in that cell. And then you come down here and you say equals payment apostrophe. Now what happens is you will see when you say equal PMT apostrophe, it pops up rate, in period, PV, FV type. What does that mean? Well, first of all, that means what rate do you want? So let's, for the sake of this exercise, say 4%. And then you need to say divided by 12. I'm not going to get into why, but if you don't say divided by 12, you're not going to get a good number. Number in per, and then you put a comma, in per, then it has to do with how many periods are there in the loan. So if it's a 30-year fixed, it's 30 times 12 is 360. If it's 15, it's going to be 180. If it's 20, it's 240. In this case, we're going to look at a 30-year fixed, okay? And what's the PV, again, comma, PV is what's the present value. So let's say that the present value or the loan amount, okay, is $350,000. So don't put a comma in the 350,000. That will confuse the formula there. But put 350, and then you say comma, and then FV is future value. What's the future value going to be? In other words, when you pay off the loan at the end of 360 payment periods, what do you want the loan amount to be? And obviously we want it to show 0. Now we're going to skip this thing at the end that says type. We're just going to put in parentheses, and look at that. There's our payment. It shows as a negative because it's negative cash flow. If you're making a payment, it's money going out of your pocket. But what that's saying, if you look at this and look at our formula, is that on a 30-year fixed $350,000 loan at 4%, your payment is $1,670 a month. Now, the other thing you might want to know, though, is how much of this payment is interest. Okay? And it's interesting. All you do is say equals IPMT apostrophe, and you put in the same information. So you can say 4% divided by 12. Now this is a little different. It's going to say which period. And what that has to do with is on an amortization schedule, as you probably know, you're going to pay more interest in period 1 than you're going to pay in period 230. So in this case, we're going to say in period 1, I want to know how much interest I'm going to pay. So I'm going to put 1 here. Again, comma, number of periods. You see how it's prompting me. There's 360 periods at a 30-year fixed loan. Present value is $350,000, and we want that future loan amount to be 0 in bracket. Well, how much should I pay in interest in period 1? I'm going to put period here. $1,166. So from that, you can easily extract what your principal payment is by simply taking the difference between your principal and interest payment here and what you're paying in interest here. And the way you're going to figure that is you're going to say equals P&I payment minus your interest payment equals 504. So in your first period, you're going to pay $500 off your principal. Now I'm going to end this video now, and then in the next one I'm going to show you how to turn this into an amortization table.